aka CurlieCrys. Welcome back to another video. Now, today's video is going to be a highly requested video, and that is this: how do you get those twist outs to last 7 days? So my 7-day twist out routine is what today's video is all about. This video is also bound for a maintenance routine, a nighttime routine, a morning routine, all in one basically. But more so what I do from installing my twist to the day-to-day care of my twist to get it to last. Now this video is really beneficial for anyone, in my opinion, whether you're doing a twist out, a braid out, a wash and go, kind of those type of styles, you will find this video beneficial. Now before we go ahead and get into the details, of course, if you are not part of the CurlieCrys fam already, that was a mouthful, I'm going to need for you to do one thing for your girl and one thing only, and that is to smash that button down below. Smash that button down below. Hit it like you mean it and go ahead and join the CurlieCrys fam. We would love to have you here. Also, let's just note out that the twist out is very much so popping, very much so giving. And just the orange, like, I'm feeling bright today, okay? Bright, happy, good vibes. So that's what I'm trying to send to y'all. Now let's go ahead and hop into the video. So the reason why I wanted to start this video off here is because this is day 1 of my twist out, okay? So I just now finished taking the twist out a little while ago, and since it looks really good, I figured it was a great time to record this video. So when it comes to maintaining the twist out, I feel like it's really important to note that the maintenance part starts before you even take the twist down. The maintenance part really starts with how you care for your twist, which is something that I subconsciously noticed when I had these twists in my head. So I installed the twist, which also was really good to have a good technique so you can get good results. But also when I had the twist in my head, one thing that I noticed is that I am really careful when it comes to my twists and how I handle them. So whenever I have my twist in my head, one of the rules that I follow so much is that I am careful to not pull my twist or bend my twist. I am careful with how I touch my twist basically. So whenever my twists are flat, I like for them to be as flat as possible throughout the drying process, because that's how they're going to look once you unravel. If you have your twist and you put them up in a high ponytail, or you put it into all these different styles, then 9 out of 10 times you're going to be drying your twist out more, and also you're going to be bending your twist. The only kind of ponytail that I will put my twist in is whenever I'm working out. I may do like half up, half down, or pull them all to the back. But if I do a half up, one thing I notice is my twists bend a little bit. So I'm going to push them all back as well to get that bend out of my twist before I take them down. Also, I'm really particular about what I tie my twist up with. So I like to only use something that's satin to, if I'm putting them in a ponytail, I will use my satin scrunchie, which is, I know I have it over here. Here it is. So I use this satin scrunchie to pull my twist to the back. That is super important so that I'm not bending any of my twists or drying them out. So that's also super important, is you want to use items or fabrics that do not dry your twist out at all. Once I take my twist out, then boom, here we are, day 1. So let's go ahead and get into the routine that I'm going to follow in order to maintenance my twist. So for the daily during the day part, the way that I'm going to wear my hair for today is just like this. I'm going to be touching my hair because I have a habit of doing that, but my hands are not going to be dry. You never want your hands to be dry whenever you are touching your hair, because the dryness from your hands is going to take some of the moisture out of your hair, which will make your hair more dry and also lessen the amount of time that your hair could have lasted. So I like to make sure my hands have some type of oil on them, which they do right now, for whenever I'm touching, so that I'm not taking away any moisture from my hair. Another way that I get my twist to last is throughout the day, y'all, I do not wear my hair in a whole lot of styles. If you guys notice me and the way I wear my twist, it's in the same exact way that I installed the twist. So if I installed the middle part, I'm gonna wear a middle part for that entire style. If I install the side part, I'm gonna wear a side part. If I installed an actual style where like I twisted the front of my hair to the back, I'm going to wear my hair like that for the entire style. I'm not going to be doing too much to it while it still has that definition and volume that I like, but I will alter it if it's like close to wash day. So that's super important. You cannot manipulate your hair a whole lot and expect your twist outs to last. So now that I've given you guys just some basic tips, let's go ahead and get into the actual routine part. Day one. So the curls are looking really, really nice. Now the first thing that I'm going to do, I have makeup on, so it's really important for me to pull my hair back. If you wear makeup on a daily basis, this tip is so important so that you do not get your hair wet or makeup on your curls. So I'm pulling it back with my large satin scrunchie, which by the way, these are sold out on Amazon. So I'm trying to find a option to where you guys can still get some. The good thing about this scrunchie is you can pull it back as far as you like. So I'm going to go ahead and wash my face, and boom, face is clean. Now you guys see how far back my scrunchie is pulled. That's so none of my hair gets wet. If I see some of my hair starting to get wet, I pull it back further so that it's further away from my face. Now as far as my nighttime routine and how I go to sleep, I'm going to go ahead and pull that scrunchie back on up, but not all the way to the front because I want my hair to be out of the way. So whenever I sleep, I'm not really sleeping on my hair. So tonight I'm not going to slay my edges because I'm working out in the morning, so it just does not make any sense. So I'm going to put on my satin lined bonnet. And the way that I put my hair in the bonnet is I make sure that it's all going in one direction and nothing is folding, bending. So in the morning I don't have any kind of bended, folded curls. That's also really important because depending on how you sleep, you can most definitely bend your curls, and that in itself can ruin the twist out. Okay, so it's the next morning. Good morning. And now we're gonna get into how it's looking. So I'm taking off the bonnet, and my curls are smushed, of course, because of the bonnet, but that's not an issue. The smush is not a problem. What's the problem is if you have any bending. So I'm gonna go ahead and take off this scrunchie and then shake my hair on out and then fluff it so you guys can see how it's looking. And once again, the benefit of putting the scrunchie on is so that I'm not laying on my curls. I'm not laying directly on my curls when I sleep. Instead, I'm laying on the side of my hair. If I were to put on a bonnet right here and go to sleep, the side parts of my hair would most definitely be smushed, and that's not what we want. So I'm making sure to put that scrunchie on every night, and that's really a good step to take. So the curls are looking really nice after I fluff, and the hair also will fall as the day goes on, but this looks really good. Like, day 2 hair popping still looks amazing. So I'm not going to show you guys this routine every single night. I do the same exact thing, but what I did want to show you guys is the next night, or that night actually, I did slay my edges. So I'm showing you guys how I slay my edges. I just use my edge control, which you guys know that is my go-to edge control. And then I'm going to go ahead and use my toothbrush, period, not the one from my mouth. This is my hair toothbrush, and slay my edges. So this is the same night. So I slay my edges at night for the next day. So the previous clip was the morning, right? This clip is that night, and I'm going to slay my edges. And as you guys can see, I have the scrunchie pulled back because I just now finished washing my face. So this is how I slay my edges with the toothbrush, and I make sure to mold them with water, not too much water, but just to mold them in place and then tie them down my satin scrunchie. And that is how your sis slays her edges and gets them to stay all day and then some, okay? But once again, the scrunchie is essential. Make sure that you have something that pulls your hair back. This is the only way that I do my hair, guys. I do not put my hair up in a high puff, into 2 separate puffs, into 4 puffs. I don't do that. I literally put it just like this every single night, and my hair lasts so long. So now I'm gonna go in with my satin scarf, once again, satin scarf, and tie the hair up. And then I'm gonna show you guys what I do to preserve my hair even longer in just a little bit, but this is my routine for the nighttime. I'm in your atmosphere. I like the view of you. I'm in your atmosphere. Never coming down. today, and what I wanted to do is show you guys how I preserve my hair once it starts to shrink. So as you guys saw in the previous clip, my hair was shrunken, and that's because just over time your hair does start to get more shrunken, especially when you're sleeping on it, putting on a bonnet, day-to-day activities, going outside. So a way that I preserve my twist out and make it last even longer is I like to stretch my hair on like day 5, and I can get like 2, 3, maybe even 4 more days out of it. So the way that I stretch my hair, which I've already done, I've stretched it just now, and it looks like a brand new twist out, right? Like from like the previous clip to this clip, it looks like whole new twist out, more definition, more length, more volume. It just looks like it can last much longer, and it's like super cute. I love when my hair gets to this stage and I have to preserve it. So the way that I just stretch my hair is I part it off in sections. So I'll show you guys just like one section just to redo it of how I stretch my hair. So first things first, I put a little bit of oil on my hands, just like a few drops. You do not need a lot of oil. But once again, you don't want to touch your hair with dry hands because that will affect the look of the twist out and the moisture of it. So then I part it into one section right here. Pin this part up. And then part this into half. So I'll just like take this section for right now, pin this up. And then, so now I have this section right here. And what I'll do is I stretch it like this a little bit to where it's stretched, but see how I'm not stretching the ends? I'm not touching the ends. And then I'm taking my blow dryer and it's on like, it's on hot, and I'm put it on high. And then, wait, let me tell y'all. And then I'm gonna stretch this part and then drop. Now, if you don't want to use hot, you can use cool, but it's just going to take you a little bit longer because the cool doesn't stretch as fast as the hot, obviously. And that's how you stretch. So then you get a whole lot more wear. And right here, this part is not really defined anymore, but that's okay because that part is not going to be seen by anyone. Only the ends will be seen, which is why you want to preserve the ends. So then I will take this section and do the exact same thing. Take my blow dryer, stretch, drop it, and then we're gonna move over here, and once you get to the top section, you're gonna split it in half as well. So I will be stretching this part by itself and then the top part by itself. And when you get to the top part, you don't want to stretch that part as much. You really want to just let that part stretch it a little bit, but mainly not as much as the back, because this is where all your definition is, and it's also on the top of your head, so people will see that the most. So you guys can see how it's a whole lot of definition right here, but not so much under here, right? So no one's gonna see underneath there, they're gonna see on top. And that's how you stretch to get some fire results on day 5. And this will lead me to day 6, day 7, day 8, possibly day 9, honey. And there we have it. And there you guys have it. That is my 7-day twist out routine and how I get my curls to last. And guys, this works so well. This is how my hair looks on day 5. Like, this routine is great for preserving your twist out. I highly recommend that you give it a try. It's very, very simple as well. So let me know in the comments down below if you guys enjoyed today's video. Also give it a thumbs up, and also comment down below how many days are you able to prolong your twist outs. I'm gonna see you guys in my next video. Mwah.